We begin tonight with the tapes everyone is talking about. Jacqueline Kennedy, the world's most famous and mysterious First Lady, the woman who retreated into silence, refusing interviews, left behind 8.5 hours of audio tape recorded right after her husband's assassination. And tomorrow, only on ABC News, a 2-hour primetime event with video released to us by the Kennedy family. The family also issuing a book about what she revealed. But tonight we begin with one headline from those tapes. Mrs. Kennedy talking about a moment of terror so many of us remember. The Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962, Soviet missiles so close to America and aimed right here. Many historians argue it was as close as the world has come to nuclear war.
And he said,
It is stunning to hear again that singular, breathy voice as she takes us back to a moment in history when America was one chess move away from all-out nuclear war, everyone terrified by Russian missiles. She hears the tense debate at the White House through a door.
And I went up and listened and eavesdropped. I could hear McNamara saying something, and then I thought, well, I mustn't listen, and I went away. But from then on, it seemed there was no waking or sleeping, and I just don't know which day was which. And I never left the house or saw the children, and when he came home, if it was for sleep or for a nap, I would sleep with him. Please don't send me away to Camp David. Please don't send me anywhere. If anything happens, we're all going to stay right here with you. Even if there's not room in the bomb shelter in the White House, which I'd seen, I said, please, then I just want to be on the lawn when it happens. No, but I just want to be with you, and I want to die with you, and the children do too, and live without you.
She is a witness to history who will end up making history herself. She also analyzes all the players on the White House stage, like Lyndon Baines Johnson. She makes it clear she always thought he had his own ambiguous agenda, saying he was picked to be vice president primarily for votes in Texas and to undo his mischievous power in the Senate.
If you'd had him up there with that enormous ego and thwarted and bitter, so nobody was happy about it. Everyone was even amazed that he accepted. Mm-hmm. I think, well, some other people can tell you about it, going down into his room and everything. And I guess he was drunk.
She says as vice president in the White House, he was barely there.
Jack would say you could never get an opinion out of Lyndon at any cabinet or national security meeting. He'd just say, that he agreed with them, with everyone, or just keep really quiet. So, Lyndon, as vice president, didn't just do anything.
But there's a skill to listening to any oral history and finding the truth.
I mean, Bobby and LBJ had this mortal hatred for one another.
Keep in mind, her brother-in-law, Bobby, is going to mount his own campaign for president. She and Bobby Kennedy trying to make sure Johnson doesn't take credit for President Kennedy's legacy.
But when something really crisis happens, that's when they're going to miss Jack and talking about Lyndon, and people will think I'm bitter, but I'm not so bitter now.
She is also the woman who bore the weight of a nation's grief after the assassination of her husband. At one point, a 3-year-old John Kennedy Jr. is overheard wandering in and talking to the microphone held by historian Arthur Schlesinger.
John, you went to the airport today.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yes.
John, what happened to your father?
So, he's gone to heaven.
He's gone to heaven?
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
What do you remember?
I don't remember anything.
And tonight, right here, we'll have more on the shy, private woman who found her voice and her power in the White House. And again, tomorrow night, a 2-hour special about so many things, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we hope to have you with us tomorrow night.